I think I've lost close to 15 minutes trying to get this up. Let me continue. I'm able to see it, but nothing is moving very fast. So my assumption is that no, my morale is down a bit because 15 minutes lost is 15 minutes lost. I won't ever get that time again because time and tide waits for no man, right? So it's not morale boosting. Let me try to boost myself up. Okay, so we were discussing. I was telling you this that if you're preparing for the civil service, you need to have a high motivation level and a high morale, and both are not necessarily the same. So you need to understand where morale is coming from. What are the thoughts about morale? How it can be improved? What are the signs of high morale? What are the signs of low morale? Does it affect an organization? Does it affect an individual? How can we improve morale, etc.? Right. So we know that organizations control everything these days. It's either government, which is an organization, or its agencies, or the private sector, or the NGO sector, or the media, or the multilateral organizations, or the multinational organizations, or civil society organizations, or volunteers, or clubs, name it. The scope of public administration has expanded so much that we are all, in a sense, managed by organizations. So it can be as small as a family, right? It is also an organization. That is when two or more people come together in a voluntary manner with common objectives and communicate and coordinate and cooperate with each other, an organization is formed. That's the definition given by none other than Chester Bernard. Right? So he gave the definition, and from time immemorial, man has been coordinating. Man has never, stayed away from organizations. It's only people like, Daniel Defoe's, what is his name, Robinson Crusoe, who had no choice, but he was stranded on a, island, and with people whom he didn't recognize because they were all aboriginals, and he could not communicate with them. Otherwise, every human being is always trying to communicate with others, and they form organizations. They become an important and integral part of a society, of daily life, right? So let's assume that I am talking to you, you are listening to me. Who has organized it up? It's all done by Unacademy, the young staff of Unacademy, the managers and staff of Unacademy has put us together. So that's because there's an organization there. They are able to bring this software to our laptop and connect us. And we have the credentials to do that. That's why we are able to communicate with each other. So by allocating duties and responsibilities to individual members, the expectation is that the organizational objectives will be met. Right? There are teachers, educators teaching at very late in the night. I think I'm told that we can teach up to 11 p.m., which means that in an academy, duties and responsibilities have been delegated. They have been given what's called corresponding powers also, authority also. Responsibility and authority have been given so that they will manage this in a seamless fashion. If it doesn't happen, who is supposed to maintain the YouTube classes,